3 months into 2019, still no new budget law for the year. President Rodrigo Duterte had to step in to break the impasse between the Senate and House of Representatives over alleged unauthorized additions to the final budget version approved by the Bicameral Conference Committee. But Senator Panfilo Lacson said the meeting ended without resolving anything, with House and Senate leaders standing firm on their positions. Senators object to amendments to the budget bill introduced by House leaders after its ratification. Congressmen said they just itemized lump sum appropriations and there were no changes in the process. On the other hand, senators say it is unconstitutional to amend the bill after it was ratified. That's why they vowed not to sign an illegal document.
We cannot adopt something that is unconstitutional because klaro naman yung provision ng Constitution na upon the last reading of a bill, no amendment thereto shall be allowed.
Lacson says he suggested during the palace meeting for the House to recall its version of the budget bill and to just submit to the President the ratified version. He says the President can line veto the lump sum items and Congress can just pass a supplemental budget itemizing the lump sum items. But House Majority Leader Fred Castro says the House is against Lacson's proposal and at the same time justified the House's move to amend the bill.
Up to the time that even before na mapirmahan ng Pangulo yan, that is still period of legislation. And when you speak of period of legislation, pwede pa kayong mag-amend dyan kung anong gagawin nyo.
But Lacson says amending the bill as ratified is tantamount to falsification of records of the legislative process. He also points out the possible liability of Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo.
Since Speaker Arroyo already signed the enrolled bill, the House version of the enrolled bill, she's already prone to being charged for falsification because she is already certified on something that did not take place. Any taxpayer can already go to the Ombudsman or the OJ to file a criminal complaint against her for falsification.
Lacson says congressmen realigned a total of 95 billion pesos worth of projects. He says this action also constitutes grave abuse of discretion because the changes were made without consulting concerned agencies.
Mukhang nagutom sila ng panahon ni Speaker Alvarez. Ituloy opportunity nila. Bottom line is pork, pork, pork. Yun lang yun.
Castro appeals to his colleagues to speed up the proposed budget's passage.
Kung meron naman tayong kahihiyan, medyo siguro tigilan na natin yung mga kalokohan at hindi mabuti, no? Pag-usapan na kaagad ito para mapirmahan ng Pangulo.
But for Lacson, operating under a reenacted budget may last until August, when a new leadership takes over at the House of Representatives. This also means the government's Build infrastructure program, which is crucial to the country's economic growth, will be on hold for over half of the year. Joyce Ila, CNN Philippines.
Economic managers have lowered their growth targets for the country this year because of the delay in passing the 2019 budget. In a media briefing, the Development Budget Coordination Committee said the government is now targeting a 6 to 7% gross domestic product for 2019. That's lower than the original 7 to 8%. Finance Secretary Sonny Dominguez, Socio-Economic Planning Secretary Ernesto Pernia, and Acting Budget Secretary Janet Abuel attended the DBCC meeting earlier today. Despite this downward revision, Dominguez says the Philippines is still one of the fastest growing economies in Asia. The National Economic